Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, don't know how to feel about this. We have yet another festival event dropping tomorrow in NBA 2K25 MyTEAM, the Glitched Festival. 2K knows that festival events are money glitches at this point because of HOF boxes. That's the main reason they're dropping these festivals, is because people spend money. Invincible point guard Jimmy Butler, invincible point guard Nikola Jokic, in addition to 100 overall Chet Holmgren, Dirk Nowitzki, James Harden, and a dark matter point guard eligible Josh Giddey as well. Some absolutely loaded cards. I don't know if this is good though, to be totally fair. I mean, the power creep on this game has just changed ridiculously. We now have a 7-foot point guard that people are going to be able to spend money to get. We're getting a 6'10", 100 overall Ben Simmons. We're getting an invincible point guard Jimmy Butler. We're getting James Harden, Josh Giddey as well. We're getting invincible Wemby tomorrow. We're also getting 100 overall Dirk, Chet, Paulo, Dark Matter, Dikembe Mutombo, Mark Eaton. Like, the amount of stuff we're getting in MyTEAM tomorrow is ridiculous. One of the biggest content days of the year, easily. With that being said, I don't really know if this is a good thing at the end of the day. I mean, look, I guess it's May, so it doesn't really matter that much because we're at the point in the year where they don't care anyway. We're just going to start to see the craziest, most wild stuff over the next few weeks. This isn't even out of position. I don't know if we're getting out of position packs as well next week. I wouldn't be surprised if we do at this point, but I also wouldn't be surprised if we don't. Either way, this is... I mean, it's going to make 2K bank, if nothing else. I can pretty much guarantee that with seeing this many ridiculous cards, people are going to be spending money. There is no doubt about that. So I guess we'll be, I don't know, we'll see how grindable this is. I think the most important thing, first and foremost, with an event like this is that a certain level of grindability is in the game. And I mean, at this point, I feel like it has to be 100 overall grindability. You need to be able to grind one of the 100 overalls for free on this event. That, in my opinion, is going to be really, really important. Be interested to see the comments here because it seems like there are. Yeah, I mean, I think it's just about money at the end of the day. Realistically, everything kind of is, but this is one of those things where it's just they know that what is making the money right now is HOF boxes. By the way, why do we think HOF boxes is making the money? HOF boxes are making the money because they're good. HOF boxes have good items in them. There is a much higher chance of getting a good card that is going to help your team from the HOF box than you do from regular packs. And absurdly, not even close, different level of chance to get something good out of a HOF box versus out of a regular event. And so at the end of the day, there is no reason why they wouldn't do this, in my opinion. People have been spending money during the HOF boxes. Why would they not bring them back? They're going to make more money. They drop all these new cards. They drop a better HOF box than the last one. And people are going to be handing them money in droves. And at the end of the day, they're business. Why would they not? With that being said, Jokic will not be attainable without spending a big chunk of money. Jimmy Butler will not be attainable without spending a slightly smaller but still big amount of money. And realistically, I'm not certain that the 100 overalls will be attainable without spending money either. That's going to be an interesting question to see. I really hope Dirk is attainable and good, because if Dirk is elite, like if they actually change his jumper and give him good sigs and stuff, and he is attainable, I will be getting Dirk and he will be in my lineup for the rest of the year. He's my favorite player of all time. I just want him to be good. Just give him an elite jump shot and some movement, please. Make Dirk a really good card so he can be used at the highest level for the rest of the year because of being 100 overall. And I will find a way to get that card. But that's probably going to be the cheapest of the 100 overalls, I would have to think. So for me personally, who's getting my favorite player of all time as potentially a relatively attainable player in this event, I am pleased about that. And I do think at a very minimum, this does give people more incentive to play the game mode. But I just also think that the way that people are so desperate for these festivals to have anything to actually do that they want to do to play the game, it's the only thing that keeps people playing the game, just goes to show how empty the mode is without it, and also how simple it would be to fill that. I just don't think that these are necessary. If you had more content on a week-to-week basis, you wouldn't have to try to cram it all into a week or two and then squeeze people for as much money as possible. But I guess that's not really the point of this video, is to complain. Either way, I will real quickly just go over what these cards are probably going to look like. Jokic, of course, as a 100 overall as an invincible point guard, is going to be ridiculously broken. He's gotten a point guard card every single year, and at the end of the day, I mean, it's about time, right? Like, it makes sense. I predicted that in my content predictions video that I released earlier today. But Jokic 6'11" with a 7'3" wingspan, and I mean, yeah, point guard, he's going to be 99 stats across the board. Every single legend badge, he'll have some, or every single Hoff badge with some really good legend badges, probably some shooting legend badges, playmaking legend badges and stuff. The card's going to be ridiculous. They're going to give him God Sigs too. That's the new best point guard in the game. It's not close. Jimmy Butler will be a top 3 or so point guard in the game. Will he be better than Ben Simmons? I don't know, but outside of all that, I would think he'd be better than all the other point guards. Harden and Chet should be really, really good. Harden needs Sigs. Gotta give Harden Sigs. Even if they keep his jumper the same, he has to have Sigs, and I mean truly elite ones. He needs an elite escape and an elite behind the back and Darius Garland dribble style. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Realistically, Chet and Dirk, they need changed jump shots and updated Sigs. Both of them will likely be very good cards if they get that. I'm really especially hoping Dirk gets a changed jump shot. That is a card who desperately needs it. And then Josh Giddey will be a 6'8" budget point guard who I think will be pretty attainable. So there is a certain amount of good to that. With that being said, this drop in conjunction with the other drop that we are getting with Invincible Wimby and all these other cards absolutely changes the course of this game dramatically. And I think it changes the power creep even more than it had already been changed by cards like KD and Giannis and Yao. It's even worse now, and the pay-to-win teams are going to be crazier than ever. With that being said, the budget cards are also going to be crazier than ever, so at least there is that as a positive to look at this. I really would be very interested to hear y'all's thoughts on the content for tomorrow in general, because it is absolutely insane. I mean, we're getting 5 100 overalls, 3 invincibles, at least 6 dark matters. We'll get a couple of the dark matters in the Glitch Festival as well, so probably 8 or 9 dark matters, and then a ton of other pink diamond budget cards as well. The biggest request that I personally have for this set of challenges, though, is that it's a little more grindable than the last one. Just a little bit. Like, I would have loved for any of the 100 overalls to have been attainable, any of them, including Wilt, in the Signature Series Festival that they did. If Wilt had been attainable, no money spent, I think I would have been cool with calling that a W. So I'm hoping at a minimum that like guys like Chet, Harden, Dirk are attainable, no money spent, and you can at least get one of them, plus some of the other like lower tier cards. Like if you could get 100 overall and pretty much everything else below it for free, that in my opinion would be pretty good, because these are going to be some good 100 overall options for sure. So it's a loaded drop. There's no doubt about it. Ridiculous content, the new best point guard in the game, the new best center in the game, probably realistically like the new best 3 point guards in the game, the new best budget cards in the game, I would assume at multiple positions, the new best dark matters in the game with guys like Dikembe and cards like that potentially. Like, it's going to be insane. This is going to be a pretty ridiculous drop, and I am excited to make content on it. I know these next couple days are going to be really busy. I'll be getting y'all probably 10 to 15 videos tomorrow. I'll have, I don't know, 8, 9, 10 on Saturday and another 8 or so on Sunday, probably. Lots of content coming over these next couple days. I'll try to get y'all gameplay with every single relevant card that I possibly can. And I really appreciate all y'all's support. So I hope y'all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.